At 10:47 this morning, death row inmate Oscar Frank Smith was put to death by lethal injection. This is the first execution in Tennessee since Governor Lee halted them back in 2020 due to failure to follow execution protocols. With new protocols in place, Smith becomes the first inmate executed in the past 5 years. The 75-year-old Smith was sentenced to death for murdering his estranged wife, Judith Roberts Smith, and her two teenage sons, Jason and Chad Burnett, at their homes in Nashville in 1989. Anti-death penalty protesters returned to the state prison today, calling for Smith's and all executions in Tennessee to be stopped.
News 2's Sam Chimenti was at the prison this morning and spoke with those calling for a change in the state's death penalty policy. Sam.
Yeah, guys, prison officials had actually a designated space in a field outside the prison for those who were there to protest Oscar Smith's execution, Tennessee's first in nearly 5 years. The prison even set up a sign you see there directing people where to stand. Those who are against the death penalty went to the left. Those for it went to the right. At the time we were there, about an hour before Smith's 10 a.m. scheduled execution, nobody was in the pro-death penalty section. The protesters were very peaceful. I only saw one gentleman holding a sign. There was a heavy emphasis on prayer.
I think it's important to stand alongside and to honor and mourn Oscar, but also remember the victims as well. Judy and Chad and Jason, they're not forgotten in this. I believe that it's wrong to be killing, and so I'm not sure why he continues to pursue these ritual killings, I would say.
And the he that Eric's referencing there was Governor Bill Lee, whom Oscar Smith mentioned during his final words. Eric's church has a ministry on death row, so as such, he told me he's gotten to know most of the people incarcerated there, and he believes they deserve a chance to be, as he said, restored. The next scheduled execution in the U.S. is set for June 10th in Florida. Haley?
Thank you, Sam. These are the 3 upcoming executions scheduled so far this year. On August 5th, Byron Black is set to die for the 1988 murders of his girlfriend Angela Clay and her 2 young daughters in Nashville. On September 24th, Donald Middlebrooks is set to die for the 1987 torture and murder of 14-year-old Carrick Majors in East Nashville. And on December 11th, Harold Nichols is scheduled for execution for the 1988 rape and murder of Karen Pulley in Chattanooga.